Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodi. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Marvel Team Up issue 100, where we have Spider-Man joining forces with the Fantastic Four. And the interesting thing is, this is the first issue of this gigantic omnibus that came in the mail the other day. It's just beautiful. It says New Mutants here, obviously in Spanish because I live in Argentina. So I was really surprised to see a Marvel Team Up as the first issue because it actually has the first 20 issues of the New Mutant series and all the issues that where New Mutants popped up in chronological order, everything. And that the first one is actually a Marvel Team Up, and that Karma's first appearance actually predates the New Mutants graphic novel, where all the rest of the team appear for the first time. The story is written by Claremont in collaboration with Frank Miller, and it's a really solid story. Like, if you haven't read it, don't let me spoil it for you. So the main premise, I'm going to super summarize, is that Karma, she's in the United States. Her two younger brothers, I think it was a brother and a sister, are actually like kidnapped by her evil uncle, who's this gangster. He's posing as a philanthropist. And he has kidnapped her two younger siblings. He's trying to coerce her to join his criminal empire, to use her possession powers for evil, nefarious deeds, because she also has a twin brother that has the same powers as she does. He's already working for her uncle, sorry. So at the beginning of the story, Karma sort of presented as a villain. She tries to possess Spider-Man because what her plan is to use Spider-Man's possessed body, rescue her two younger siblings, also defeat her evil uncle. So Spider-Man arrives to this party, this gala, that her evil uncle, again, he was posing as a philanthropist. He's actually funding and helping the Fantastic Four's investigations, so on and so forth. He's actually laundering money that way. So when Spider-Man arrives to try to rescue the kids, obviously there's going to be a brief tussle between the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man because they don't understand what the hell is going on with Spidey, why he's trying to kidnap these kids. And they actually beat the living crap out of Spider-Man. So after this happens, Fantastic Four take Spidey to Freedom Force Tower, their base, and they try to get to the bottom of what the hell happened to Spider-Man, because Spidey say, hey, look, I don't know how I got to that party. They realize he was being mind controlled. And what happens is, able to hunt down Karma, they confront her. Now, the only good, again, the story is really solid, it's really well written, is that Claremont actually doesn't write too good of a Spider-Man, at least his dialogues and stuff like that. Spidey seems angry. Like, I would be pissed off too if I was possessed, but like, he seems freaking angry all the time. So once they confront Karma, it's like, why the hell did you possess me and make me want to kidnap those kids? We get Karma's backstory. Here's where we get into Frank Miller stuff. Like, it's pretty heavy. So she tells the Fantastic Four and Spidey that, look, she comes from Vietnam, and her uncle was able to escape the country with her brother. They were left behind, and they were able to escape the war, and they became the famous boat people, like Vietnamese refugees, took to the seas, and that at one moment they were captured by pirates from Thailand. The pirates killed all the men, and it gets really dark. Like, and that's what I was mentioning to Frank Miller. It gets really dark really fast, this story, because it says all the men were killed and us women suffered fates worse than death. So, like, as an adult, you totally understand they raped the hell out of these poor girls. It was really messed up. Obviously, as a young kid, you wouldn't know that little detail, but you would understand that being older. And she was able to get to the United States. And then we get into the whole part where I told you guys earlier, where her uncle tries to coerce her into joining his criminal empire, using her powers to do all these evil stuff. So obviously, after telling this super sad story, again, the art too, it gets really dark. It changes from the rest of the story. Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four decide to give her a hand, and obviously, they go confront her evil uncle. They defeat her brother, who has the same powers as she does, but obviously he's on the side of evil. I couldn't remember his name. His name is Tran. So at the end of the battle, for some reason, Tran disappears, or he gets absorbed by her sister. Again, like the whole action at the end, because Tran at one moment is able to control the Fantastic Four, and the Fantastic Four try to capture Spider-Man. Again, the action is really, really good. Um, I was very surprised by this story, so I'm just gonna stop rambling about this particular story. I was all over the place, but this actually made me interested in Karma, a character that I really never found too interesting. Now I was just fascinated. Now going into the New Mutant series, I'm going to put a special focus on this character, and I'm actually going to backtrack and get more into the stories that focus on Karma, because I just really didn't care for much for her. But now knowing more about her backstory, like it interests me a lot more. So hope you guys like this video. See you guys next time. Bye.